Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ohmwrecker, aka Maskedgamer, and I'm doing a bonus video here of CSGO, primarily because I didn't get to show that arms race mode in my quick look video. So this video is actually going to show a complete arms race mode where I actually win, and then another one on the second map for arms race where I almost win. I came close, but I didn't get to finish. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some gameplay. And what we're going to be looking at first is the map Shoots, which is an outdoor map. It's got these little rickety shacks that you can go into for cover. But overall, it's very, very tight, and there's a lot of action constantly going on. Anyways, I've gone ahead and skipped a warm-up round. We're in the match right now, and it's just getting started. Every player has the same weapon at start, and you can see at the top as players get kills that it'll show the actual kill count, so you can keep track of where people are, what weapons they have, and overall just see your progress in comparison to everybody else. But I've actually got a pretty decent start on this map here, where I ended up getting my first 3 upgrades really quickly. I took first place, but then I got killed. But you'll see the progression. There's 26 weapons in total. There's that MP9, then you go to a MAC-10, a MP7, a Bizon, or I don't even know how to say it, Bizone, I don't know. And then there's a UMP-45 SMG, followed by the P90, which is by far my favorite. It's a shame that they got rid of the MP5 in this game. And then from there you go on to shotguns. So you've got a Nova shotgun, then a Mag-7, an XM-1014, followed by a sawed-off. Once you get past the shotguns, you start getting into the assault rifle territory, where you end up with the Gilliar or something like that. I don't even know how to say that one either. Followed by a FAMAS, a AK-47, an M4A1, and then you shift into the assault rifles with scopes. That makes things a little bit easier at range, where you go into the SG-556, and then followed by that the AUG, which everybody remembers from Counter-Strike. And then finally, or actually no, not even finally, then you go into the sniper rifles. You've got that AWP. You don't have to worry about dealing with the scout or anything. It's just that AWP. You got to get a kill with it. And then you go into the machine guns. You got the M249. Once you get a kill with that, you get a Negev. And finally, this is the actual finally part, you move into the pistols, which are by far the biggest pain in the ass. Because typically you're going to be dealing with people who have either shotguns, SMGs, or assault rifles at that time, and you're going to be trying to pick them off with pistols. And it doesn't give you the best one right off the bat. So initially you get your Glock, and then the HKP 2000, a Tech 9, a P250, Desert Eagle, and then a 5.7, and then you've got the Elite Pair, where you've got the 2 pistols side by side. Once you get a kill though with the Elite Pair, that's when you finally move on to the knife, which is the final weapon in this mode, and from there you've got to score a final last hit on an enemy player with it in order to end the round and be declared the champion. So it does make things extremely intense, because a lot of times there will be more than one player on the map with a knife, and most of the time you're going to see them coming. So it actually makes things really, really crazy scary at times, because you're trying to run away from dude who's swiping at you, and a lot of times he might even get a swipe or two to connect. And from there, if he gets that last one, you know that the round's over. On the same token, though, if you ever see somebody with a knife and you've got one, then you know you got to either do a face-off or hope that somebody with a gun can pick him off so you don't have to worry about him. The good news is that nobody wants to let that guy get that final kill, so you can usually rely on your teammates to pick off the person with the knife as soon as they see them. And that actually kind of encourages some sneaky tactics with the knife, where you'll see players try to hide somewhere and then wait for somebody to pass by so they can go for that backstab. But at the same time, nobody on your team is going to want you to get that knife kill typically, because they want to try to get it for themselves. They want to continue progressing, and that's the only thing that kind of sucks about this mode, is that people are selfish. If they see you trying to get that knife swipe on an enemy player, a lot of times they'll try to pick them off with their gun, since obviously they've got the advantage of range, and steal it from you so you don't get to end that round. So it's kind of weird, where you're supposed to be in a team deathmatch type situation, but more or less you're playing a deathmatch game where everybody's kind of in it for themselves. The only difference is they're not supposed to shoot you. It definitely doesn't help though that CSGO gives placement to the top 3 players based off their kill count, and it doesn't matter which team they're on. So once that person gets that knife kill, of course they're going to get first place, but the other 2 players that fill the second and third place spots are going to be the ones that end up getting recognition. Anyways, going back to the match that's in progress, let's get some relevant commentary here. There's already some players now that are progressing through the 20 range, which means that they've gotten their pistols and they're starting to work through that whole chain. And unfortunately, it starts off with a Glock. It's the pistol I hate more than any other pistol in the game. That's how it's been since literally like 1999 when I played the original early betas of Counter-Strike. And it just is a weapon that I've always sucked with, whether it's in single shot or burst mode. So it takes me a little bit in these clips to finally get my next upgrade, even when I've had some easy shots. There you saw I literally had to have a guy like stop and sit for me in order to get that next pistol. But once I get it, the progression is actually pretty good. Where, yeah, I mean, I'm much better with them. Although, to be fair, the Tech 9 I also think is pretty shitty. And it's more or less just because it's got like a slow refire rate. Honestly, about the only thing that it's got going for it is the fact that it's got a huge S clip, which means you can fire it pretty much indefinitely without having to reload, assuming you can deal with that slow refire rate. But eventually I do get my Desert Eagle, which is a weapon I used to be extremely good with, and I still think I'm decent with it. Although I, for whatever reason, kept failing in this clip, where even when I had somebody who had a knife, I just could not hit them and land a proper shot. Eventually, though, I do end up landing a shot properly, get my kill, and then move on to the 5.7, which is a much easier pistol to deal with. Although, I almost gave up a knife kill, if you saw that. And that would have been the end of the round if that guy had gotten one more swipe off on me. But once I'm at the elite pair here, or the dual Berettas, if you want to call them that, that's when you end up getting the knife, as you can see. And all I have to do is just swipe somebody. I happen to find somebody who had their back turned to me, caught him in a swipe even though he wasn't on the screen, and got first place, ended the round. And you can see there it ranked the top 3 players based off of kills. Well guys, that's Arms Race. I wanted to make sure I gave it some coverage since I wasn't able to show any footage in the quick look video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm actually going to let this run onto a next map, which is called Baggage. Although I'm not going to be doing live commentary over this one. This one you can watch the gameplay as it is, and the main reason for that though is that I originally planned to do a live playthrough with Arms Race, and I had recorded some footage, but for whatever reason CSGO and my sound card, they don't get along too well. The volume, even when I set it at 10%, always plays at 100 once I get in the game, and it completely blows out any of the voice recordings I do at the same time. So check out Baggage. This is the next map in this mode. And afterwards, let me know what you guys think about this video, and be sure to tell me if there's any other games you guys want to see down the road.
got it.